Hey everyone, it's Bobby from Decoding here, and today I'm going to give you a walkthrough tutorial of a brand spanking new app called Kabila. Let's have a look. So Kabila, I'm really excited about this one. Okay, it's hot off the press, Hedera-based app, and it does two things. It's a crypto wallet, Hedera-based crypto wallet. So does all of the standard stuff that you'd expect. So you can send and receive Hedera-based fungible tokens, and same goes for NFTs. And it's a good wallet. From what I've seen so far, very good. Very easy to use, and I'll show you how to do that. But what I'm mostly excited about is their NFT artwork offering. Okay, they have a section of the app called Kabila. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Within that section of the app, you have all of the necessary tools to create your own NFT artwork from layers on your local machine. So you can upload a whole bunch of PNG layers and traits for your artwork, and the app will allow you to configure them in a certain order, create traits, create rarity. You can then fire off all of the artwork to IPFS and create metadata, and then you can actually mint those NFT tokens all within the app. It's outstanding. It really is a one-stop shop for all NFT creation and management. Now, why do I love that? Well, I'm a developer, so I have my own app to do this piece of work, and it works. You know, I can get it to work, and if you're another developer, you can probably get it to work as well. But not all creators are developers. So what this does, it gives the necessary tools to anyone out there that does or does not have development skills to actually step into the NFT world, create artwork, and actually put that artwork out there for other people to purchase. So I love it. I've been having a bit of a play over the last few days. I've created a token, I've created NFTs, which I'll show you during this video, but I will walk you through every single part of the app, all of the different features, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do it yourself. Before I jump into it though, if you could just drop me a like, add a comment on this video because I love the feedback, and also subscribe to the channel, click the bell, so every time I add a video, you are notified. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. Okay, so on the screen that you can see here, this is Kabila. This is the main page. When you look at it, it might look a little bit different because I think it defaults to light mode like this. I like dark mode. I'm not getting any younger, and it's a little bit better on the eyes. So this is what it looks like for me. However, I've already configured what we're calling a main account. You will need a main account on the wallet because of the way they construct their creator passes, but we'll come into that. So it will look a little bit different for you. It'll ask you to create or import an account. So let's go ahead and do that. This is my main account on Kabila, okay? But you can see here, I've also essentially, if you're using a different, it's a D app, it's like connecting your wallet, right? So I've created a Mainnet account, and this is my main account. But you can create and import a wallet from the little drop down on the top right. So if you click that, this is kind of what you're going to see anyway. So you can create a Hedera wallet. Let's go ahead and do that. Read all of these different points. Yeah. So I read and accept the T's and C's, continue. And it will come up with the seed phrase. So if I just open up my little snippet tool, don't worry too much about the seed phrase at this point. You won't, this will be a testnet account anyway. Testnet account, click continue, and it now asks you for those seed phrases. Let me just open this here, got it on the other screen. Okay, what have we got here? So 2 was deal. Make that a little bit bigger because I can't see it. Okay, deal. Number 4 was whisper. Yeah, number 10 was steal. 15. I've done a few wallet tutorials, and these seed phrases, you can always get them again from the wallet once you've constructed it. So don't worry too much about saving them at this stage. Click continue. and then call this an alias. I'm going to call this test1. Give it a new password. This just adds an extra layer of security for each individual wallet. So every time you flick between your wallets, you have to add a password, okay? Oh, there we go. Click continue. Take a second or two. What that'll do, that'll create a testnet account in my wallet. There you go. I've got my account number, I've got my public key and private key. And this is a nice touch, right? So other wallets will show you your whole public and private key. And when you're doing a tutorial, it just means you've got to blur loads of stuff out, which is a pain in the bum. Keep your private key really, really safe. If somebody gets hold of your private key and they know your account number, essentially they can use your wallet. So keep it very, very safe. I'm not going to make a note of this. I've already got testnet credentials, but click finish. Okay, so now I've got access to two. That's creating an account. It'd be the same for Mainnet, just you wouldn't click that little tick box to say testnet. So that's how I constructed this 1453261. I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to import an account. So import a Hedera account. I'm going to import a testnet account that I created earlier. And I will use these details. And your private key, like I said, the private key that you will see on the screen here is for a testnet account, and there's no funds in it anyway, so it's pretty safe. Click continue. Alias test2. I have got a password against these. And click continue. Okay, so I've just walked you through how to create a wallet and how to import a wallet. They're the two things that you'd see generally on any crypto wallet on Hedera, so it's nice and easy. What you do then have to do is you need to associate one of your wallets as the main account. So you click set up main account, choose one of the accounts. Mine is already this one, click select. Now you have to have a mainnet account to have a main account. Okay, tried to do it in testnet yesterday, just doesn't work. Okay, so this is my main account. Okay, so I'm just going to show you one of the test ones before I jump into the other bits and pieces. And this is what it looks like. Okay, this is the wallet. This is what it would look like straight out of the box. You can see it's a Hedera wallet, so it stands, you know, it's obvious that we're going to have access and be already associated to the native token, which is HBAR. This testnet account comes with 0 HBAR in it, so you can't really do too much anyway. But you have some options at the top here. Buy HBAR or USDC. I'm assuming that's going to be powered by MoonPay or Banksa or both, as it is in Hashpack. We've got hide small balances, so if you've got a whole bunch of tokens you're associated with, and some of them 0.01 token, hide those. Refresh tokens, so if you have a transaction that comes through and it's not showing, you can refresh and then it will pop up. And associate tokens. So with Hedera, to work with any fungible or non-fungible token, you first need to associate your account to that token, and that's how you would do it. So you click associate, put the token ID of the token you want to associate to, whether it be a fungible or non-fungible, click associate token. Takes a few seconds, boom, done. Nice and easy. A couple of other options, deposit. So this is the address. Some wallets give you a QR code. The QR code is just represent an image representation of the address, okay, which is this, and that's what you'd send to. So this is who you'd give that address to somebody who's looking to fund a testnet account. Click send, and here you would add the account ID that you want to send to, and then you'd add a memo and click continue and done, and you can send the funds. Absolute child's play, wallet-wise, nice and easy, all right? So let's look on the left-hand side. What else have we got on here? So we've gone through global search. We don't need to do any of that. So then we've got the left-hand side menu. It's got NFTs. So if this wallet had NFTs in it, that would show some there. And when I look at my main account, you'll see them in there. We've got history, there are your transactions, address book, and you've got settings. Here's where you can play around with the actual wallet stuff. Okay, so pretty standard stuff. Let's look at my main account because that actually shows something. So this is my wallet. Main note, let's flick over to main. Well, that's not working, one sec. Refresh my screen. That's always a good way to do it, and click that. There we go, that's what I was expecting. A little bit of HBAR in there, all good to go. And we've got some If we look in transactions or address book history, that'll have a history of all the transactions that I've done. So you can see I've been tinkering, and I've been just playing with the Kabila, which is the bit that I really love. So you can see here's all the transactions, right, which is all good. Clear history, refresh transactions, see in hash scan. So that'll give you an absolute breakdown of what that transaction looks like, the transaction hash, when it occurred, where it came from, where it went to. But we're not looking at it. We want to look at Kabila. I'll click that. And okay, so I went through this yesterday. Now, to access Kabila, you need what's called a creator pass. Now, a creator pass is essentially an NFT with a bunch of utility. So it's an NFT created by Kabila. And that NFT, when situated in your main account, gives you access to Kabila. Within Kabila, you can generate artwork and stuff like that. Now, currently the creator pass costs $69, which currently works out to be about 1,450 HBAR. So you can't actually see what's going on in Kabila without one of those passes. Therefore, I have got one of those passes that I can show you, and that's why it's saying you cannot buy more creator passes. I've already got one in my wallet. Okay, so click learn more. This is what I clicked. So why do I want to create a pass? Read through this. So you can create NFT collections. You can mint NFTs, fungible tokens. You can mint different NFTs. That's what we're going to be doing, minting different NFTs. But not only that, we're going to be generating the artwork for those NFTs as well, which is just brilliant. Bulk sender, so you can bulk and send a whole bunch of NFTs or individual NFTs. IPFS loader, so interplanetary filing system. This is what we use to store data in a decentralized manner. Okay, so it's not on a kind of a standard server, so to speak. You've got some Kabila fees, so creator pass is $69. NFT creation, so to mint an NFT is going to cost you $0.05. So, maybe a couple of HBAR, whatever, a couple of tiny bars. Fungible token creation, you've got $19. Go through this. So nothing's for free, obviously. You know, they've had a lot of developers build this application and put it out there for you. Those that don't have developer experience, those that are creators that want to get NFTs out there. So of course you've got to pay for that service. And in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much. To give you some idea, earlier on today, I actually minted my first did coding NFT project called Little Bobos. So Little Bobos are little miniature bald guys with a whole bunch of utility. So the utility will give you access to free giveaways, and it'll also give you access to my VIP access to some of my future projects, right? So that's the NFT project I created. It cost me $69 for a creator pass. Then cost me, what, $50 to mint the token. So the actual token ID. And then it cost me, because it's 555 NFTs, so it cost me 1,000 or 1,200 HBAR to create the artwork, and a further, no, actually I only minted 222. So the token allows me to create 555, but I've minted 200, and we're going to do another 22 in this video. I minted 200 NFTs, and that cost me, I think it was like 200 or 300 HBAR. It wasn't that much, okay? So grand scheme of things, under 2,000 HBAR to gain access, create the artwork, create an NFT, and a token, and mint 200 plus NFTs. Chump change. I think that is so cheap to do this, and then you can, you know, add those NFTs to a launchpad and actually generate some kind of kickback from that. So I'll show you the Little Bubbo's NFT project shortly. So that is the creator pass. I'm going to cut it right now, and I'm going to interject a video that I recorded yesterday of me purchasing that creator pass. And I'll be right back, and I'll pick up where that video left off, and I'll show you what the Kabila is all about. Hi, so yeah, I'm recording this section just out of sync of the walkthrough tutorial, because like you, I need a creator pass to access this part of the app. So before we go ahead and buy a creator pass, let's just click on learn more, because I felt this was quite beneficial to me when I was deciding whether or not to do it. If you click learn more, it shows you exactly what you're getting for your HBARs, what bang you're getting for your buck. You can see that in this section we can access the NFT creation, bulk sending, the IPFS uploader. So you can, when you create the NFT metadata, it all syncs with IPFS. FT creation, okay, you've got artwork engine, token manager. So look, in your own time, go through each of those bullet points, but you're getting quite a lot of good utility for 1450 HBAR currently. It's about $69, right? So of today's date, that's 1450 or thereabouts. So let's click buy creator pass, click confirm. It's just executing. Don't close your browser. This is the first time I've done it, by the way, so this is all new to me. And like I say, this part of the video that I'm recording, I'm doing before the walkthrough tutorial. But when I come to edit the video, it'll slot in nicely. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, brilliant. Congratulations. Creator Pass bought successfully. You can now access and enjoy all creator tools. See in gallery. There we go. See, this is the first time I've seen it. This is all new for me. However, I'm going to stop this little section of the video now and I'll inject it into the overall walkthrough video, and we will walk through all of the cool features that come with this part of the app. Thank you. Okay, back from that little snippet there that I recorded yesterday. So I now have my creator pass. If I go back in my NFTs, you can see it's right here. This gives me 6 months of access, $69 to Kabila. Okay, it's worth far more than that. That is an absolute steal. I used Kabila to create my NFT project, Little Bobbos, today. 555 NFTs. They're basically little miniature bald guys that wear wigs. Essentially, they give you a whole bunch of utility. So it gives you access to free giveaways and VIP access to the projects that I'm working on currently. Worth its weight in gold. So I'll click on any one of these. They'll give you exclusive giveaways and VIP access. So these are traits that I added from a top level. So every single one, every single NFT has that trait. And then we've got individual traits for each piece of artwork with the rarity. This is all calculated and all done within the app itself. So go back into Kabila. So you've got a support tab here. Reach out to the guys. They're very forthcoming, nice people. Frequently asked questions. So most of your questions will be answered in there. I haven't had to reach out to them yet to ask a question. It's quite straightforward. And we've got a guide of what to do and how to do it. We're going to go off piste because I need to create some artwork in the first place. I'm going to show you how to do that. Then we're not going to create another token because that costs money. I've already done that, so I'll show you what to do. I might create a token. We'll see. We'll see how the video goes. But let's create some art. Okay, so Little Bobbos, 555. That's what I created earlier. Like I said previously in this video, got set up, got the creator pass, create the artwork, minted the NFT, create the token, not necessarily in that order, for less than 2,000 HBAR. It doesn't take many NFT sales to get that money back. I think it's worth its weight in gold. I also did demo, so 21 pieces of artwork earlier, just to sort of test things and kick the tires. Okay, so this is what we'll be doing today. Start creating. There's 8 steps. You need a zip file. You need artwork. This will be in the description of the video. Prerequisites. You need artwork, and you also need to be subscribed to NFT storage and get an API key, because they use NFT storage to store some of the artwork. Nice and easy to set up. So NFT storage is here. The link will be in the description below. You need to connect via GitHub or email and password, and then you click on API keys, grab that key, and you fire it into this app here. Any sensitive information such as API keys, actually no, I won't blow it out. I'll use this API key and I'll just reset it. So I'll go into API keys now. There we go. This is mine. Actions, copy. It's a massive key, but I will reset that when this video is recorded. So I've got that now on my clipboard. So let's go ahead and upload a zip folder. So continue. This is what it needs to look like. You need a configuration of directories with different traits. So backgrounds, body, hair, pants, bling, props, whatever the case may be. It needs to be in a zip format, and each file needs to be although this image here says JPEG, they must be PNG. So that image probably needs to be changed. Because PNGs, the reason you use PNGs is because the background is transparent essentially. So you can layer images and essentially see through that transparency, and that way you can have. I'll show you. I'll show you. Well, I need to drop my API key in here, and then what I need to do is drag in. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? These are they in a little Bobo's demo. There we go. That was nice and quick. If you've got hundreds of images, it will take a little while. When this says continue, give it a click. I just realized my head is above that. This little blue button here that said continue a second ago. Okay, so total number of images. I'm going to create 30 images. Bear in mind, what is it, 0.09 cents per image. This is all going to cost money, okay? So NFT name, so this will be did demo 2. Kabila Labs app. That's the creator name. So let me just put demo in here. No dramas, okay? And this is where you can add your attributes. So remember I added the free giveaways and stuff. This is on the top level, okay? This will apply to every single NFT regardless of the traits, okay? So you can say utility example, okay? And I'll show you what that does. You keep adding, removing, click continue. This is where it gets really clever, okay? So we've imported the artwork and we've got layers, okay? What order do you want those layers to be? So if I put background at the bottom here, it's not going to work because that is a solid piece of artwork. There's no transparency. So my background is the background, and then layers in order, okay? So for instance, if I put the body on top of the pants would become transparent. So you don't want that. You want background, body in my case, pants, shirt, props, hair, that type of thing. If I put, in this case, is wigs. Typical. I've got a phone call. How clunky. Never mind. I do apologise. So that is the layers of the different pieces of artwork, and that's why they're PNGs essentially. But that for me looks about right. Click continue, which is behind my head here. I'm gonna put my phone on airplane mode. And here we go. Right, this is where we get some rarity. This is what when I saw this, I loved it. Because the application that I built, that I use personally, I have to do this on a kind of code level. It's a bit of a pain in the bum, but you can add this in the app, in the user interface, and it's so good. So click in the background, and here, what you want is these percentages to add up to 100. So what you're trying to do here is you're trying to say that only use certain traits X amount of times or percentage of times. So if you're creating 100 pieces of artwork and I set this to 1%, stands to reason that only one of them would have that trait, okay? So what I'm going to do, I've got 5 here. I don't want to get too crazy. I'm going to 20% on each of them. This takes a couple of seconds to do, but look, if you're creating 1,000 or 10,000 token project, what's 20 minutes? It's nothing. So you can see it adds up to 100. If it said 19, I think it then says, look, it should add up to 100 here, and it's red and it's 99 there. So get them all adding up to equal. Right, traits. I'm going to do, what I'll do here is, I'm going to do 23 on these, so that my ghost one, I can do 8. So again, if it was 100 pieces of art, only 8 of them would have the ghost body. Okay, pants. I've got a bare bum. So that means that's transparent, totally transparent. Okay, it's a PNG, totally transparent. So when that's used, essentially he's got no trousers on. So that in itself becomes a trait. So I want that to be on 10%, but 90% of them will have blue pants. Again, bare chest, let's go 10. And then I'll have, that leaves me with 90, so 45 and 45. Okay, approximately 13, 13 and 3, because remember, I'm not doing 100 NFTs or pieces of art. I'm doing, what did I say, 30? I forget now. And then wigs, okay, so again, I've got baldy locks. And I'm going to go, do you know what, 90% of them will be bald, and only 10% of them will actually have a wig on, okay? All of them are now 100%. Continue, believe me, it does say continue, it's behind my head there. Click continue. Then we'll add some do not mixes. which is really, really good when you're creating an NFT. A friend of mine or a few friends of mine leads a project called Hashhairs. And I was approached by one of them the other day, and he said, right, if we were going to do this, how would you go about ensuring that certain traits don't, you know, go together? For instance, you wouldn't want a specialist fur on a hash hair to be on a onesie, which covers everything up. Does that make sense? So you can add a rule. So you can say, I don't want any pants of blue pants to be on a body that is body tone 2. Okay, and you can keep adding and adding and adding these rules. And this is what I did for the Little Bobos project. For instance, I made sure that no one NFT had a prop and a coin. Just little things like that. It just adds more rarity and things. Generate preview. So you get 3 chances on the third one. If you don't like the preview, if you don't like the preview, you can add different rules. You can tweak, you can change. You only do that 3 times. On the third time, that's your lot. They will charge you. Okay. Click confirm. It'll click execute. What I'll do, I'll keep on pausing until it's ready. Okay, that was actually really, really quick. So this is the examples. You can see, like I said, I only want hair on 10%. You can see actually all of these are all bald. Like I said, the little miniature bald guys, they don't have hair, they have wigs. Bare chest, bare trousers, bare bum. We've got different tops, and it's a bit of fun, right? So click continue. Again, so we've got additional NFT attributes here, so utility example, and then what we can do is we can generate the art. Are you sure you want to generate? Confirm. I'll take a few seconds. You have got to make sure that you've got you've got more than enough funds in your wallet. If you haven't, it will say you can't do it. And there we go, generating. So at this point, you can close your browser. You haven't got to stay here. It's saying approximately 18 seconds. I think there's a few little glitches there. That's probably a countdown. But you can go to your art collection, and it will then say, it's saying it's in progress. So we're creating 30 pieces of art, and it's saying in progress. When it says completed, you're good to go. But we're not actually going to use that artwork. We're going to be using the Little Bobos artwork because I've already got the metadata. But when that is complete, I will show you what to do to download some of the metadata because you need that as a zip file. So I'm just going to pause quickly and I'll come back when it's complete. No sooner did I press pause, it was finished. Okay, so did demo 2. This is new. We've got 30 pieces of artwork and you can see there it's complete. Okay, I believe this artwork stays in Kabila for 30 days before they delete it. Okay, so you don't have to do things straight away. Okay, click the little eye and it will show you all of the pieces of art. It will take a second or 2 to upload, but here we go. Have we got any? We should have a couple in there with hair, but you can refresh the page. There you go. Please note that it can take up to 48 hours for the images to fully upload and be pinned to IPFS. I found this when I was playing outside of Kabilabs with my own project. I was wondering why images weren't showing, and all of a sudden, a couple of days later, they appeared in my wallet. Oh, there we go. Look, we've got some hair. Happy days. So this is my artwork. But what you can do is you can download the metadata. This is important. So I'm going to go ahead and download that. And I will open up the CSV file. And it looks like this. So this is your metadata. You can see it's an IPFS URL. And that is a direct link to the metadata that's saved on IPFS. That metadata will have a link to where the image is. So the image is stored in NFT storage, I believe. And all the metadata is then comprised of JSON, so JavaScript object notation, which has all of your rarities and traits and stuff like that. But that is the link, and that's the link that you need when we mint the NFTs. Okay, so that's that. We have, what have we done? We looked at the wallet so far, and we've also generated some artwork. So now let's go ahead and mint some artwork. So how you do that is you open up the NFT creation link here and you can mint. So you can create a token here. It's nice and easy. Call it what you like. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. And 300. And then select private key. Then continue. And then it'll ask you to pay 63.49 and that will create the token. I'm not going to do that because It's a waste of money. As soon as you click create collection at the bottom there, that'll create that token. That token can then be used when minting NFTs. But we're not going to do that. So NFT creation, we've already got a token, mint different NFTs. So what I need is the token ID, which I've got on a different screen here. Where is it? Sorry, my bad. Got it here. So I'm going to be minting 22, okay, because I've got 22 in a meta file, which is on my local drive. And I'm going to pause it whilst I add the supply key and then click continue. Okay, I don't want you to see my supply key. Okay, good. So now it's asking me to drag or click and bring in the new metadata that we have. So I'm going to go in my downloads. I've got it here. So I've got Little Bobo's Drop Demo 1. There should be 22. There we go. Yeah, right. So the first 200 I've already minted. Remember, I created 555 pieces of art. I've already minted to 200. I'm now in succession. I'm now getting the next 22 links. Okay. Okay, back again. Sorry about that. So I've added the metadata. So there's 22 pieces of or links to IPFS, which is the metadata. Once you've added it and it all checks out, so there should be 22. We're looking for 22. Happy days. This then glows up pink. And you click continue, and it'll go through and it'll cycle through each of them. You see it is actually working there. It's found everything, although it takes a little while to render. And you click continue. Once you're happy, you can see here now. Okay, this is a good example. So actually, these traits here were added from a top level. These traits, all of the traits that were added a little bit further down the line. You see, when I create these, I've got tattoos, I've got wigs, shades, props, all sorts of stuff. Okay, click continue. It's saying it wants 24.58, 60. I can't read. There you go. Mint NFTs. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. Click continue. And that will go, and they're saying don't close your browser, okay? Don't close your browser. This won't take long because there's only 22. I think when it's 200, it took 2 or 3 minutes, maybe a bit longer. So I'm going to pause it quickly. Okay, there we go. We've got 20 out of 22, so it'll only be another second or two. That hasn't taken very long, to be fair. I mean, go, if you're going to do 1,000, then go off and make a cup of tea or coffee and come back. You know, the value coming out of this NFT project could be quite huge, right? So what's 5 minutes? So congratulations, there you go. So we can see the collection. This is in my wallet. You can see that. So it's just now added that to my NFTs. So I've now got 222. I had 200. I've now got another 22. You see? Do you get that? That is fantastic. So some other bits and pieces that we've got here. Fungible tokens, so you can create fungible tokens. HBAR is a fungible token. Every token is identical of the same value. Okay, that's what fungible token is. An NFT is different, very, very different to a fungible token. So we've got bulk sender. I won't go through these, but look, you can, this gives you the ability to send NFTs in bulk, essentially, which is, you know, these are all great things, but not necessarily something that I want to go through on this tutorial. You've got an IPFS uploader. So this is what we did in the artwork generation. It was all done in that section of this tutorial. And then we've got the token manager. Okay, so if we add my token again, this will give me access to some pretty cool things, such as supply. There we go. So we can mess around with the freeze keys, and we can burn, we can pause. So those are kind of top level stuff and actionable stuff that we can do with the token itself. So that's pretty much the end of this video, really. I mean, if you wouldn't mind liking and adding a comment, subscribing and clicking the bell, that would be really, really good. But I mean, what's this been? A 30, 40-minute video now, but well worth it. Kabila, like I said at the start of the video, it's hot off the press. It's on a Hedera network. Yes, it's a wallet, but the NFT artwork parts of Kabilabs is just phenomenal. I'm so impressed with this app. It's unbelievable. So I'd urge you to go check it out, stick your hand in your pocket, 69 bucks, get yourself a creator pass and start playing. You don't need to be a developer to do this. Anyone who has access to a computer, who has Yeah, you don't even need to have Hedera credentials. Just get yourself on the app. You can create a wallet directly in the app and you're good to go. Just make sure you've got the artwork ready. That's all I'd say. Links to all the pages are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.